Hey everybody, I am doing a few upgrades to the printer today, so I thought I would hang out for a bit. If you guys are online, I will chat. Hopefully you are. If not, I am putting a bimetal hot end into my Cr10V2. So I will be dismantling it a bit to get at it and get going. Yeah, so I'm here and I am hanging out if you guys want to join in and chat away. If you're around, of course. If not, I guess you guys can watch us later and we'll try to keep you entertained. And we will go from there. So let me go to my. Okay, so I guess I should get the filament out, warm it up, and there we go. And I gotta make sure I'm monitoring my audio so it doesn't cut out this time, because that wouldn't be good. And I think that zoomed in enough. Alrighty. Well, it looks like our stream is working. Good. Just gonna silence my phone so we don't get some alerts and stuff while I'm working away here. Alright. Hopefully there's enough light for everything. So I picked up the hot end from Big Tree Tech. We'll see how good it is. I'm sure it's not as good as some of the other ones out there, but whatever. I'm just still heating up my hot end here. But I'm going to start loosening the screws. We have to take the whole plastic shroud off to even get at the hot end. I'm going to loosen it up, not take it all the way off because I'm almost up to temp here. There we go. There we go. Oops. Let's roll that up out of the way. Ah, come on. Can't get it through the hole. Okay. And now I will keep dismantling. Should probably. Now I got that out. I'll heat it up again. I'll just shut it off. Alright. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Saturday evening, morning. It is afternoon here. So yeah, I got the new this one was working fine. I just trying to get all my printers to be able to print ABS at some point. So I figured there's 3 screws at the back that hold on the plastic shroud. They have on the new CR10s here. There we go. Pull off the. Careful. Once you heat it up, it's hot. Hot things are hot, as David would say. There we go. Some goo on there. Clean it off. Doesn't look too bad. I haven't had a clog in here yet, so. Well, now that it's hot, I'm going to. Ooh, I thought that was big enough. I need a 6. I need a 6. I don't know if I have a 6. I thought I had a 6. There it is. There's my 6. Need a 6 to take off the hot end. Hello, David. Sharp things are sharp also, yes. Hot things are hot, sharp things are sharp. Just going to loosen this so that'll make it easier when I get there. So, yeah, there they are. So, why they designed it where the only way to take the whole hot end out is you have to take this whole thing off, I don't know. What they did. So, this is not an E3D V6. It's a clone of an E3D V6. So, I'm not sure what the dimensions are. I actually have an actual E3D V6, so I want to actually compare the dimensions, and then if they're the same and it'll work, I might actually put the E3D in and then save the bimetal for the ender, but we'll see. I will get determination once we get this thing apart. So there are, in the back here, there are 4 screws that hold the plastic shroud together. And then we're also going to have to take off this fan because obviously it's going to be holding it together with these 2 screws, or 4 screws too. Yeah, this, I can highly recommend the Cr10V2. It's been a workhorse. I got a really great deal on it. Guy didn't, I even told him what was wrong with it. He didn't know, basically his carriage was loose, and I told him it was his eccentric nut and spacer, and he said nope, it's not that. I'm like, okay. And then he sold it to me for 160 bucks. So I couldn't say no. I gotta say, this and my ender and my anycubic, I probably use my ender and this one more than my anycubic, just because I really don't need to print that big all the time. Oh, there's only 3 screws. I thought there was 4 screws. There you go. Oh, you have to take all the fans off. Makes sense. Probably should clean the fans out while I'm doing this, so do some general maintenance on it. So I'll grab my compressed air. There we go. So it's a fairly nice housing the way it's set up. Let's see how the actual E3D V6 fits in here. Not that wonderful. At least the heat might work. Maybe if I flip the heat block over. I'll have to check the overall length. It's pretty close though, I gotta say. some differences on the two heat blocks. Oh, yep. Why is that? It's stuck pretty good in there. Let's see if I can persuade it to come out. There we go. Alright. Gonna have to pull the Bowden. And now it's nice and warm. We'll get the Bowden out too, because the Bowden's going to be too long anyway. There we go. Bowden looks pretty good. I mean, I've been printing quite a bit, but sometimes the Bowdens get quite black and whatnot, but yeah, it's looking alright. So, a couple of things to take note of. So the heat blocks, although similar, the height might be a little bit different. Let's take a look. So the actual E3D is 42.9. This one is 43, so just a touch longer, but not much. The top groove 0.8, top groove on here 0.9, up. So the grooved slot is the same, so that's no big deal. Okay. Alright, so that's not didn't work. I had an Allen key here. There it is. We got to take out the two screws holding in the brake. Hello, Ronan. Yeah, that was my daughter. Wants another cookie. So I guess I can let her have a cookie. So I wanted to see what this heat brake looked like either way. Because I don't know that, I think I got the right one. Did my research. But hot things are no longer hot, David, if we're watching. So it looks similar. Similar. Very similar, but not the same. Actually, I would say that this one is not going to work as well. We'll see if the threads are the same, and they were supposed to be. It's supposed to be loose enough to take off. So might have to heat this up a little more. I have my nozzle cleaner. I don't know if this was as tight to the heat block as it should have been. Spacers there. Alright, well, I am going to heat this up a little bit. Don't try this at home, kids. Alright. Hot things are going to get hot again. Alright, my mic's still working good. Every once in a while, my mic lately has decided that wants to just go away. Then I have to make sure that it's still there. David's been bugging me because he's the audio guy on getting a mixer and doing something a little bit better audio quality. So it's on the list of things to happen. And 46. Apparently I didn't think this through. Sometimes that happens. Because I need another pair of pliers. I don't want to wreck the surface. Okay, so it is hot. Still a little bit of PLA in there. Get that out. What I need is some rubber ended pliers. Hope I'm going the right way. Oh yeah. Want to grip it that hard, but sometimes you have to. Well, it's supposed to be cooling down. It doesn't seem to be. I'm turning it off. Let's see. Let's see if this bimetal heat break fits, shall we? Hello, Vince. How are you? I'm attempting to install a bimetal heat break into my CR10. Let's see. how it goes. Doesn't want to thread in. I think the bimetal is actually spinning. Huh. Well, this might have been all for nothing. Well, it seems to be gripping pretty good, right? Why does it not want to? Huh. Well, this heat break definitely doesn't fit in this printer. So that's unfortunate. But maybe I'll just have to upgrade it to my Micro all metal version. Hey Stig, how are you doing? So I got a bimetal heat break, and not compatible with this version of the clone hot end, even though it's supposed to be. And I don't want non-all metal anymore. I want all metal. So I think we're going to put on the Micro Swiss. It looks like it's going to actually be the correct height. So just I don't like the way the heat block sits in here. But I think that'll be fine. I'll just have to adjust the height a bit, because it's definitely going to be, that'll work. I'll have to adjust the BL touch, that's all. So we are switching the plan midstream. No bimetal, all metal. Alright, so that would mean I need to take that apart. And it should be pretty hot still. How's that new direct drive working out for you, Stig? Still working good? Oh, man. Oh. You really don't want me to get this thermistor out of here without breaking it. Oh ho ho ho! I did it. I did it. Didn't break it. So David, I see you're here too. Nice to hear it's working like a charm. So David, the bimetal heat break does not fit the clone E3D V6. So that was all for nothing. Cool. You'll have to send some pictures in Discord. I'll have a look. So I've changed the plan, and we are going to go the all metal E3D V6. So let's just, this goes on this way. So if this is in here, that's too close. Yeah, I think we can make this. I just got to see if I can make what I got here work with this. gonna fit. That's gonna fit for sure. Without wrecking the thermistor wire. Alright, let's get the screw right out. Nope, people were taking them to the lab V6, no problems. This one's not a Triangle Labs. This one is the Micro Swiss upgrade to the E3D V6. So this is an actual E3D V6. So this is genuine E3D V6. It was a light, and then I upgraded it to all metal with the Micro Swiss kit. And I've been in my other printer, which I just retired, my ANET A8 Bear. I just retired him, officially parted him out. So yeah, that is where we sit. Too tight. I think we're good there. Now to see if it'll all fit in here and if the wires will play nice, because that was the thing that earlier where it was not liking me. See if I can get the heat block in. Yeah, the bimetal I got was just from the Big Tree Tech store. So there was only one option that I saw in there, and it said that it was for, so it might actually fit the ender. So I'm probably just gonna attempt to throw it in the ender. So maybe we'll do a second printer teardown today. David said this was only going to be like a 10-minute stream. It's probably end up being a couple hours by the time I'm done. Is it back now? There we are. I'm back now. Alright. There wasn't much. My screw was the wrong size. So, had to adjust that. Other than that, I wasn't really saying too much. I don't know if that would fit the H2 you're asking. That's what it looks like. Whoops. And it's gone. It's way over there. I could probably find it. One sec. All the way under the ender. There we are. Okay, got it. So that's what it looks like. Focus. Come on, focus. Oh, that's what it looks like. I don't know if it'll fit yours, David. But I'm hoping that it will fit in my ender. I mean, it didn't cost very much, so if it doesn't quite fit, not quite the end of the world. But I think I have the wrong screws the wrong way around. I didn't even check to see if they're different sizes. So, yeah, the chances are that it might work. That's true. This one definitely is shorter than this one. So but some of these could be for the fans too. I think these were for the fan. That was for the heat brake. That... Well, I thought there were these button heads. Oh. And... Okay, that one's definitely the right size. These are for the back. Yeah, there's another long one. And then there's two for those fans. I think I'm missing a screw. I hope you guys all knock screws all over the place too, because I know David loves dropping them. 7.58 millimeter diameter. Which one has the 7.58 millimeter diameter? This one's a 7.7, and the one in here, which I was hoping to replace, is a 6.9. 6.8, 6.9. Just it's bumping back and forth. So all right, so we got one long screw back there. At least two more. What kind of heads are on those screws? That one. These two are the other back ones. Well, I have other screws. I just don't know why I have lost. Oh, found it. Found it. It's got stuck in my aluminum extrusion down here. Found it. It was hiding. I never lost it once, guys. You didn't see that. It's not on video or anything. So I'm doing the upgrade on this one, and then David, what do you think? Should I attempt to take apart the ender? Get that one upgraded. think this is going to work. Everything seems to be fitting so far. Not going to jinx it too much. Should just call my builds. Yeah. Everyone drops everything, so it's all good. Okay, so that fan needs to go that side. This fan needs to go to this side. And these longer ones, I think, are for the fan. Yes. Oh, I need canned air. I thought I'd clean up my fans while I had a chance. Ah, don't freeze yourself. Don't freeze yourself. Not recommended. Okay. Sure don't make the routing of these wires very friendly. Not a big fan of the wire routing. Get the first one in. We've had a few wars around work where we freeze each other when the person's not looking. This stuff is the stuff that you can't inhale because it makes you want to throw up. I gotta say, it's obviously not ventilated enough in here because it's doesn't taste very yummy. Got some in my mouth. Highly recommend not doing that. Alright. Hopefully my BL touch isn't too off. It'll be a little bit off. Probably have to adjust it a couple millimeters. See any more chatting right now. Okay, I think I wanted it this way. Oh, and the fan cover. Well, it's good to know that you can fit. Yeah, I just don't have a compressor in my house here. It's out in the garage. My big compressor died the other day, and I can't get parts for it. So I have a nice large. I don't know how big the tank is, but it's a good sized tank, and I don't have a compressor on that one anymore. So all I have is my little tiny compressor, which I probably could bring in here. We just did another workshop for the school district, and we set up some Ender 3 V2s, And I gotta say, once it's set up, it printed just as well as the old Ender. I don't know if I'm a big fan of their new screen so much, but it did work really well. That worked out nicely. Oh, forgot one screw. Yeah, yeah. David did a setup on air of the one he got for his house. Um, it went back. It was bad. It was not the quality, shall we say, that is to be expected. The latest ones that we got, the batch seemed pretty good. We had a couple that had some faulty parts, so I'll be contacting our supplier, letting him know so we can get those swapped out and fix those parts. But overall, I think I got to say the quality on this batch was pretty good. Wouldn't you say, David? It was not too bad. I keep looking at my audio just to make sure that you guys can still hear me, because don't need it banging on me again. Let's get this tightened up, and then this one. Dropping my tools. It's not too far away. Yeah, they were overall good, but I think can't wait to try the parts that you're printing, David, and get the new build going. Um, and then I can't find the hole, and I know David's gonna bite his tongue because there's about 26 things he wants to say about me and locating a hole. And my wife would have a couple too. But this show is safe for kids, so I'm not gonna repeat what I know my wife would say. There we go. All right, it is back together. So, did we get thermal runaway? Did I wreck the thermistor? Hope not. This in. Now we'll tighten it down. Do, do, do. Put the clip on. Okay, guys. What should I print on this one to test it? Because I'm going to have to do some tweaking to this all metal hot end for sure, because it's not going to print right out of the box. So, what do you think? Do I do the classic benchy? Do I do a cube? What are your go-to first prints when you end up putting in a new hot end or filament? I'm just curious. An adult dinosaur. Okay. Adult dinosaur. Thanks for your input, David. Torture toaster. Love it. SP3D, I love it. I haven't actually printed that yet. So, oh, and I've got my thermistor's reporting a temperature, so that's good. I'm going to have to set the offset though. Well, let's see how close we are. Let's live on the edge. Temperature, preheat. Let's live on the edge. Let's see if it just works. What are your let's take some bets. Who thinks it's going to work first time? David, do you think it's going to work first time? Blankosaurus Rex? Or the calibration engine? I have not done the calibration engine. Yeah, I think I'm off at least a millimeter, but we'll see. Because it was darn close. Because the heat break distance was a little bit different too. So, and that might have been roughly a millimeter. So we'll see. All right, where is the torture toaster? Is that on Thingiverse? Torture toaster. I guess I can't spell torture. Come on. Thingiverse is being slow. Ah, there it is. The torture toaster. Alright, I'm downloading it. See if hopefully my stream doesn't lag too bad. We'll go to Blue Thunder and we'll go. Alright. Boo boo. I guess I should do a fairly fine print, eh? Where's Matter 3D PLA? It's there. I should probably read what they recommend the instructions are for this. I can't see chat at the moment. I'm just going to bring it back up here. Nope, that's not chat. There. Torture toaster, yep, got that. I'm off, yes. And things, I printed only square, bed size, versus smaller ones. David was working on that just the other day, the closed loop. So I'm sure he can tell you where he's at on that one. There's the torture toaster, showing folder. Alright, there it is. Let's change some parameters here. What does it recommend for the torture toaster? Torture toaster. Graphs, no. Sports, no. Resolution 200. Infill 20. Okay. Alright, well, I can do 20% infill. I don't know why you'd go that high on the infill, but okay. I can do that. 0.1. .4, 12. How many perimeters do you think? 2? Alright, let's give that a try. Sure, vertical shell thickness, detect thin wall. Okay, well, let's give that a try. Infill, it said 20, seems a little high, but we'll go with that. I think I'm on the wrong network. I don't think I can send it this way. I might be able to send it this way though. I just changed my Wi-Fi router and I don't think I can upload it that way. How do I get it to my printer? I don't think it'll go. Alright. Yep. It can't contact my printer. I don't have a route to that network. Well, that's not going to be very good. I think you can sleep. You can sleep, Stig. He'll get it done and you'll get to see it. Don't worry. I guess I gotta... What's the best way to do this? I could plug it directly into the Pi. Alright. When in doubt, hardwire your Pi. This is going to be kind of kludgy. I guess I should have made this a little more accessible for the Ethernet. There we go. Now, I can't FTP to the Pi because it was on a different network. So, and I don't have any routing between the two networks. So they're completely isolated. And I didn't want to mess up the stream, so thunder.local. Come on. Alright, now where is my app for my new router? Let's have a look. 0.1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 .1 See if we can find the IP. Because it is blinky blinky, so I do have an IP. I just need to know what it is. Fire TV stick. I've got a bunch of devices, but I don't see that one. Alright, well, we'll try it again. I don't know this new software on my router, so... Oh, I already got that. I know this riveting... Suppose I could do this off the air, but it's... I suppose I could use an SD card. It's got an SKR in it, and I don't think I have it set up for that. So that's kind of problematic, because I mostly use the Pi. So shows me everything else but what I need. Let's see if I can get to the IP address of... Maybe it'll show me more through the 10. See if I remember what my password was. Woohoo! I remembered my password. There it is. Blue Thunder. It sees it. Does it show me my IP address? Connected devices. What is the IP address of this connected device? Ah, there it is. Found it. So let's change it in here. Edit 10.0.0.1. Alright, this should work. So let's go there now. It's trying to. It says it's there. It's not connecting to it. It says it's there. When in doubt, reboot, I guess, eh? Guess I should put some filament in too. Filament. Here we are. Well, I got some filament out, so that's good. Log in, alright. What? I'm just trying to log into the Pi. There we go. I'm in! Yay! Sorry for the delay. I am in though. We have success. And no, I'm not going to update. It wants me to update to the latest version, but I am not going to do that right now. Alright, let's see if it goes. Anytime now. Come on. It says it's connected. Timeouts. Why am I getting timeouts? Did I unplug something inadvertently? I think so. Oh, there we go. It connected. And it's arc welding. Alright. Gotta love doing things live. Never go right. Aw, David. You're so generous. $2. Thank you, sir. So kind. Hey, Gary. How are you doing? We are just in the process. I upgraded to an all-metal E3D V6 in my Cr10V2. Took the stock Bowden one out, and we are attempting a clock spring 3D torture toaster test without setting the offset. We are just randomly going to see if I'm just that good. No, it's probably going to fail horribly, but it's worth a shot. So let's see if I can get another camera view here that's a little bit better of the printer. Because you guys need to see the failure as much as I do. So, alright, let's see if we can get you a view of the printer. There you go. It is just doing its setting up the Z-axis. We are 0.05 difference, so it's going to finish there. I got the little bit hanging off here. Get that out of there. And I'm going to put this back on, because where did I put that? So I modified my V2 I have the control box and everything is right below here. Power supply and control box just out of the way. If you're wondering why it looks funny. Well, it should be starting up here, so we'll see how much I'm off. David said I'll be off a millimeter. I think it might even be more than a millimeter. We'll have to see, but definitely it'll be off a little bit. Yeah, we're still having 3D printing church tomorrow, even though it's Mother's Day. We'll have it, and then I've got to go and do a lovely lunch for my wife. We got her some stuff today. She doesn't watch the stream. She never does. So, but I'm still not going to say what it is. Does it anyone? Hey, David, you've got your old Ender 3 hot and the red guy. What's the diameter of the heat break in that thing? Just out of curiosity. I want to see if this will fit mine before I tear it apart. Because you had it there as a prop the other day when we did our workshop. So I think you still got it around somewhere. If you want, I can dial in Skype and bring you in if you want. I think that'll work. So just so you guys know, I've been playing around with RepRap a little more. I've been chatting with the Gloomy team, and they gave me some config files. I tried to use their configurator to generate a IDEX setup, but it wasn't quite working correctly. It was it's printing, and I think David's right. I think I'm about a millimeter away. Let's see if we can fix it on the fly here. Definitely we're going the wrong direction. Definitely too far away. That's better. I think I got it now. I think it's minus 3. What did I have before? Just looking here because it was definitely way too far away. But I think it's better now. Could let it go. See if it works. Had to pull some off. Okay, that's no big deal. I'm gonna let it go. It's actually looking pretty good. Um, I pulled the junk off. I mean, it is a torture test. This will torture it. Um, so my offset is minus 3.69, and in Marlin, what did I have it set to? Let's have a look, because I was playing around. Anyway, I was saying before I got distracted by the printing, I've been playing with the rep wrap stuff a bit, and the Team Gloomy guys. I tried to generate the config files for the IDEX board through their configurator, but today they were going to upload a newer version of it and merge it in because it didn't have all of the IDEX settings. With Duet, when you configure your motors, you have your motors 1 through whatever, and then you have to define that stepper 1, stepper driver 1 is X, and stepper driver 2 is Y, for example, or 0 is X, 1 is Y, 2 is Z, and then if you have a second Z, you could say like E0 would be like 5, for example, and then your stepper driver or your extruder would be E, would be 4 then, or 5, and then if you wanted the 6th stepper to be another axis, or you would have to define that as U. So it took me a little while to wrap my head around that, because it's a little bit different, because I'm thinking of it as a second x-axis, but it's just a second axis, right? So that took a little while to understand, but they're apparently updating the guide tomorrow, I do believe. Yeah, I think they said tomorrow. So, but yeah, the more accesses you need to add, it's UV, and then I think ABC. It's like, it's kind of strange. I think they thought about adding them later, so that's why they're not kind of sequential in their lettering. But yeah, so it's UVW are your next 3 axes, I should say, and then there's A and B also. So, and then you can define different tools and whatnot, and then you can define how they work together. It's interesting, but you don't have to recompile every time. You can just tweak and try. So that is pretty cool. So I'm gonna, once I get my head wrapped around it a little bit more, I will be kind of going over how you transition from a Marlin world to a Duet world, and some of the things that change when you're going from the two, and some things you have to kind of rethink on how you understand what's going on in the world. So it'll be interesting. 6.96, you say? 6.96. Well, this one is 7.7. So I have a useless heat break because it won't fit in the ender. Darn it. Oh well. I guess I've got to get... That'll teach me for getting close. You should see if this will fit in your H2. What does the H2 take for a heat break? Let's find out, shall we? Does anyone in chat know the heat break the H2 takes? We know it has a PTFE lined one. H2 extruder. H2 extruder. I know they always put an ad at the bottom for the heat break. It doesn't... Can't tell from the picture. I don't see any dimensions. Ah, here we are. Let's see. Looks very similar. But do they give us dimensions? Ooh, they give us dimensions, David. But guess what? It's 6.01. So this won't work for you either. So if anyone needs a 7mm bimetal heat break, I have one. Can't use it for anything, but I got one. Oh well. Oh well. I guess I'll have to get a different one. Well, I think it's too close now, guys. I think I need to start it over because I think it's way too close. I'm also printing at a really fine resolution, so I thought, let's look here. It's printing nice, gotta say. Well, maybe it's not too close. It's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't too close. But I think I'm going to start it over. Either way. We'll cancel this one. Yes, cancel the print. And we'll clean off the heat bed and we'll start again. Yep, I think that one's too far away now. So I think I was better at the other one. Yeah. Configure. Probe offset. 3.365. Let's try that. Alright. Let's try it again, shall we? Print. Right from the beginning. See what happens. We just need a lathe. Yes, that would be nice. Oh, David, there's a bankruptcy in town, unfortunate for them, but there are 2 CNCs at this bankruptcy. Large CNCs. So if that's something you're interested, they're going to have a viewing. I can send you a link to the site. But yeah, it's anyone in Alberta here wants a CNC. There's a couple large ones that are being auctioned off. Well, it's an auction, David. If no one shows up, no one bids. You get a lower price. But you have to move it within a week. It would fit in your garage. I know it would. You could just never park either of your vehicles in there. Let's see if I can find the auction. It's actually kind of interesting. It's they did sheet metal manufacturing, so they actually have a CNC bender. So if you want to bend your own stuff, and it will bend it for you. So that's kind of cool. Maybe we could bend some of our own extrusion, David. It's called the Lethbridge Industrial Sale. Let me just find the CNC. So this is a panel builder, it's called 5018 CNC. It's 72 inches by 216 inches. It can do a total of a 6-inch height above, and it's a full vacuum table. Kind of neat. And then the smaller one they have for sale, David, is 60 inches by 96 inches. So. And then they have the automatic folding, the Roper Whitney automatic folding brake. So you can have a CNC brake if you want. I'm going to send you the link. Here, I'll put it in chat. Anyone else want to see what I'm looking at? That's what I'm looking at. They're auctioning off a bunch of stuff. Well, my mic's still working, so that is good. We could put it in the work bay. Aren't they huge? They're amazing. They're very large devices, but I'm just a poor school division employee. I can't afford those kind of things. But they have a lot of really cool stuff there. They have a couple MIG welders. They have some vehicles. I'm not sure how even I found out about this, but it's kind of neat. Alright, it's going to start printing, guys. I think it's going to work this time because I think my offset looks good. And 3D I'm just going to look up what my offset was, because I think you're right, David. It was about a millimeter difference, is what I said. So, Blue Thunder, where is he? Oh, it's extruding. And let's see what it looks like. Well, no, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll pass. Oh, I think that'll pass. All right. And we are successfully started. Oh, something spewed off the hot end here. Oh, no, it is just slightly too far away. Just slightly. Well, I don't think I need to torture anyone anymore. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think I'll grab the alcohol, clean it off. It's definitely printing. And going a little closer did make a difference. I think that my problem is I should have just left it at where I had it, and it would have been fine. Lick it clean. No, David. I know that's your technique for cleaning your print bed, but I am not going to lick it clean. I don't really recommend it. Yeah, I'm going to cancel this. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for the impromptu stream. And I'm going to sign off. I'll go to the full view here. And thanks, everyone, for joining. And yeah, it's not liking the other stuff I ripped off. So I will call it a day, and thank you so much for coming out, and we will talk to you later. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow on our live stream. The live stream will be... or are you doing another live stream tonight, David? Oh, normally it's just the 10 a.m. one our time. So we'll see you we'll see you tonight and everyone else tomorrow. Talk to you later.